Good morning, it's time. It's the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, it is Super Bowl Sunday. I am lit. I am excited. I am happy. It is going to be everything amazing. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. Y'all know I got my donut this morning, and I'm going to East Carolina. You know I love the Panthers. You know what we do. All right, listen, coming up on today's show, we're going to be talking with the Cancer Research Relay for Life. I guess I'm eating this donut a little bit too heavy, right? And then also we're going to go down, you need a new job opportunity, Certified Nursing Assistant Program. It's here. And last but not least, the Iowa caucuses. Y'all love Bree Maxwell so much, she's in the house. So your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. I'm gonna eat this donut. James Patrick can work me out later. Good morning.
Here we go. Jeffrey Lampkin. Everybody get up. Say what? Everybody get up. Come on. With Jeffrey Lampkin. Motivation, inspiration, educating new revelation. With Jeffrey Lampkin. Entertainment just for you. Smiling out because God loves you. Jeffrey Lampkin. Somebody turn the lamp on.
Good morning, welcome back to the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down right now. Y'all know, listen, I am excited. First of all, last week, the Iowa caucuses happened. Of course, this week is going to be New Hampshire. First, let me thank you so much for all of your feedback. Having Bree Maxwell on the show is a hit. Y'all are loving it. So I got a shout out. You know, I always look out for my demographics. So let me shout out all of my, I would probably say 50 plus, all of my people in that category. I love y'all so much. So thank you for your feedback. I had one auntie come to me and she was like, I just love that Bree Maxwell. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. So Bree is back here in the house this morning. How are you?
I'm good.
First of all, I don't know. Like, this election thing has really got me going, even though we're not in the actual election yet, but just watching how things go. So last week, we talked about Iowa.
Yes.
We made some predictions. We talked about some things. Some things came and shocked us, and some things went well. So let's just hear from Bree. Iowa caucuses, what did you think after the night?
I was tired because it had us up till like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I still think it was a tie. I don't think Secretary Clinton won it right out.
Well,
but then on the flip side, she has the most super delegates, and that matters. I mean, you can have all these people vote, but then if she's carrying the most super delegates, that still matters. So
and I noticed something with it, and let's explain to the viewers real quick about the super delegates, because I noticed that she, right now, even with him being as close as he was, and I think it was like 701 to 697 of the delegates or something like that they got, or vote, something of that nature. It was a separation. I saw that she already came into the race with over 300 and something super delegates. What are super delegates?
those are the people who pledge their support to that candidate.
Okay.
And you become a super delegate from your state executive committee.
Now, I'm hearing that a lot of people are not supporting Senator Bernie Sanders because they feel like he's just not able to win. While it looks great, you know, the dark horse is coming in, and it's like, Bernie, can Bernie really win against someone like Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, or Marco Rubio?
Anything is possible, but a lot of people aren't supporting him because one, because they're biased, and two, because this whole he's not a registered Democrat. But since Bernie has been in the legislature, he has voted 90%, 98% with the Democratic Party. He just doesn't label himself as a Democrat. He's independent. But truth be told, most of our voters are independents.
And we got to think about the area where he's from, too.
Exactly.
If we think about it, I think he's from Vermont, if I'm not mistaken. So we think about Vermont and New Hampshire, where the caucuses this Tuesday, are going to be held in New Hampshire. So that's right next to Vermont. Up there is a very independent spirit.
Yes.
So I'm hearing that we really can't predict what's going to happen this week as it ascertains to the primaries, because the voters up there always make up their mind as they're headed to the box. Is that true?
No. New Hampshire is going to go to Senator Sanders.
Okay, automatically.
It's going to go to Senator Sanders. They have no reason not to vote for him.
Okay. So what about because the Clintons have always made a good showing, and now we do see this week that Hillary has had Bill on the circuit out there working. And you know, last time they were able to make that impressive showing in New Hampshire. Do you think that it's really going to carry over that much, that Senator Sanders is just going to carry it all the way?
He's going to carry it all the way, yes. But see, the thing about Bill is he has a great impression, a great relationship with the African American community. So with that, and then,
But are we in New Hampshire? Are we in Vermont and New Hampshire? Are we up there?
well, it's a few of us. It's a few of us everywhere. But when we think about South Carolina, like today, he's campaigning at Allen University.
Right.
And then Saturday, Chelsea Clinton will be in Rock Hill. So that makes a big difference within the African American community.
Definitely.
So right now, what the Sanders campaign needs to do is they need to figure out another strategy to attract the African American voter. I think they have the younger African American voter.
They have the young ones.
But we need the older ones, like my grandmother and
Right.
my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. Because my mother is still undecided.
Right. And it makes sense because here's what's happening. We know that Senator Clinton, Secretary of State Clinton, she is pushing health care.
Yes.
That's what they care about. And they're the ones that go to the polls. So you have the young people, and Senator Sanders is talking making college free,
Yes.
or I don't know, was he talking about doing something for those of us who've already been? And
As far as student loans,
yes. Listen, because I need something done with these student loans. They're the devil. I want you to know. Clap your hands right there. You believe with me. I know you do. The student loans are the devil. So we want to get rid of those student loans. But that has been a big initiative of the Senator Sanders campaign. Now let me ask this question. I've noticed lately, especially after we started after the caucuses, Senator Clinton, the Secretary of State Clinton, got up and she stated, I am a progressive Democrat. And that has been, do you consider Senator Clinton to be progressive?
I think she's a Democrat. I don't think she's a progressive Democrat.
Okay.
I think more young people are progressives than the older bunch.
What would it look like to be progressive versus moderate? Because I just want to educate a lot of people. And again, thank you so much for your feedback and your emails. A lot of them were saying that, the fact that you teach them because of some stuff they don't know. So what would be the difference between a progressive Democrat and a moderate Democrat?
Well, a moderate is someone who toes the line. They're basically in the middle with the issues. Either they may agree or they may not agree. Like, they probably are against gay marriage. They are probably for health care for all. So there's someone who's in the middle. Like Lindsey Graham would be considered a moderate Republican.
Okay.
As radical as he may be, he's considered a moderate Republican. So
Okay.
a moderate Democrat is someone who's basically just in the middle. They may not agree with all the issues, and they may disagree with the majority of them, but they are in the middle.
Oh, straight down the line. Let's talk about the Republican side of things. Ted Cruz, Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump considered a loser in the Iowa caucuses? Do we consider him a loser? He came in second place.
Yes, he's a loser. He didn't win first.
But let's talk about this, Bree. The polls, are the polls really accurate? Do the polls really tell a story? Or are we just hyping someone up based on what we see with because he's a great hype man. He's a great hype. He can host a pep rally.
Yeah.
They can come through. The people will come through. Like, never, come on through. Come on, Donald. That's what they do. They come through. So they're excited about that. However, when we really look at Donald from a total perspective, is he really, have the polls boosted him up, or has Donald really boosted himself up to really think that he's higher than he is?
I think it's both.
Okay.
Donald Trump doesn't think he can do wrong. I think he think he's close to God. He probably think he's on the line with God.
I believe it. And I believe that. Go ahead.
So, but I think it's a mixture of both. And the fact that he doesn't believe he lost Iowa shows you a lot about his personality and who he is.
And that concession speech was quite entertaining as
Yes.
well. Senator Marco Rubio had a great showing that night. And remember, I just would like to go on the record and say that I talked about Marco Rubio last week because it's something about him that I really like. I actually like Marco Rubio more than I like Ted Cruz.
Okay.
He seems more electable. Here's the thing. If Marco Rubio was to gain the Republican nomination, I would be worried. I would be worried for Hillary Clinton because Marco Rubio, you see his family there, you see the kids, the way that he greets people, and he's just a personable guy. Now, if Ted Cruz was to win the Republican nomination, I have no fear. If Donald Trump was to win, I definitely have no fear there because it would be like a house divided. But when you take someone like Marco Rubio, why do you think that people were so drawn to him as compared to someone like Ben Carson?
I don't know why people are drawn to hypocrites because
Ooh,
Marco Rubio also cheated on his wife. But you said that he's out here greeting the babies and acting like a family man, but you also cheated on your wife. But see, these are values that we need to learn how to look at.
Bree, you better take me in this morning, but Bree, okay, so he cheated on his wife.
I mean, that doesn't take away from the work that you can do, but then that still makes you a hypocrite because you're out here preaching Christian values.
That is true. Christian values.
Yes.
But you know, we all make mistakes. That's what some of the Republic. You know, I have to speak for all the people that are sitting in the in your living room.
Affairs aren't mistakes.
Oh, I'm losing air. I'm losing air.
Affairs aren't mistakes. You know exactly what you're doing
when you do it. Ooh, Bree Maxwell is giving me all my life this morning. Okay, so Bree, when we go back, we think about it. Marco Rubio, then the American people have forgiven his affair.
Yeah.
Why are they forgiving Marco Rubio, but they won't forgive Hillary Clinton for the email scandal?
I think the email scandal is just one of those things that's just keeping us on edge.
Okay.
Because Benghazi was such a big deal. I mean, we lost an ambassador.
Yeah.
We lost some soldiers, some contractors. So I think because that was just a big deal, and the Republicans just blew it out of proportion.
But would Senator Sanders now be a hypocrite? Because he said that we are sick of hearing about your emails. He said this in the debate, and now he wants to go back and try and make it like, you know, the emails where people don't trust her, blah, blah, blah. Would that be a hypocritical statement?
Well, we are sick of hearing the emails.
Okay.
And then on the flip side of it, the FBI came into play. So the
week, which I found to be very ironic, the week of the Iowa caucuses, they come out with that. And what's making the Clinton administration and campaign, and I know we got to go, but making them upset is the fact that we keep going through this, but the real information can't be revealed. It's almost like the Toni Braxton story, which was recently on Lifetime, which it was so good. It was so good. And Toni Braxton said, you know, I couldn't talk about what really took place until 10 or 15 years later. Then you hear the whole story and you're like, well, my God. Now it all makes sense. All right, New Hampshire. Here we go. New Hampshire and South Carolina primaries are when?
February 27th.
All right, so South Carolina is after New Hampshire, or is there one in between?
The Republicans is the 20th.
Okay.
The Democrats is 27th.
Okay, so the Republicans is the 20th, the Democrats is the 27th. So we're doing New Hampshire coming up this Monday?
On the 9th.
On the 9th, all right.
Tuesday.
All right, next Tuesday, all right. So the New Hampshire, let's predict it. What do we think is going to happen in New Hampshire?
Senator Sanders will win.
Okay.
He will win the New Hampshire primary.
I'm going to agree with you on that. Even though I don't like it, I want Senator Clinton along all the way, but we'll go with Senator Sanders.
And I think Marco Rubio will win New Hampshire.
Okay, Marco Rubio and Senator Sanders. Listen, we've got to go. So Marco Rubio, we will watch it. Bree, you had it on last time. I'm going to watch. I'm going to wait. And you think Marco Rubio is going to win? I think Trump is still going to have a good showing. I think he's going to surprise some people.
I think Trump will have a good showing when he gets to South Carolina.
Oh, I do agree with that. Ooh, we got more to watch. This election season is juicy, juicy, juicy. Make sure you follow Bree Maxwell on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. She is there. More is happening here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. When we come back, we're talking about kidneys and the Kidney Foundation, and I'm excited because I have two great people who are in the house who are going to help me discuss it. It's happening on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. You're getting lamped. Good morning.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Cannon & Graves is a proud sponsor of the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Located at 1837 Wilson Road in Newberry, Cannon & Graves has the perfect certified used car for you. Their extensive inventory has something in every price range, and they can get everyone financed, regardless of credit. All cars come with a warranty to give you the peace of mind you deserve. Come see Steve and Reggie and find your new car at Cannon & Graves.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down right now. My friends are here, and I am excited. All the way from Clarendon County. They're the best I just love them. Rob and Lee are here. Good morning, love.
Good morning.
How are you this morning? I am absolutely. You know, first of all, I told Leanne needs to be on TV for real because you just listen. You are just always television ready. Why? And she's always nervous. Don't be nervous. You shouldn't be at all because you're so absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Hi, Rob.
Hey.
And the funny thing is, it seems like Rob is the one that's always nervous, and Rob be like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's
I'm
fine
good.
this morning.
Let's talk because, of course, first of all, let me salute you all on an amazing event that you all had at Weldon Auditorium. Absolutely, when y'all did the home
Taste of Home.
Taste of Home, and I just loved her. I loved the whole entire event. It was a great night, and so you all have done it so well that now they're calling you to do another event, which is one that I think is very important to and affects everyone. There's not someone that can't say that they haven't affected by someone who has dealt with cancer, and there are all sorts of types of cancer, colorectal, breast cancer, skin cancer. It's all sorts of types of cancers, leukemia that are out there, and you all have taken on the undertaking of being the chairpersons for the Clarendon County
2016 Relay for Life.
Relay
yeah.
for Life. Tell us a little bit about the endeavor.
The actual event itself is May 6th at Ramsey Stadium, the Manning High football stadium.
Okay.
It's 6 to midnight. We don't go all night like some relays do.
Yeah, because all
Bobby
the way
and I
to...
get tired. We have to cut it off.
I'm glad because, you know, like, and that's a lot of times, this is good to know because a lot of times people will want to come, but when they think like, oh my goodness, well, I'm going to have to be out there all night or I have to stay. If I don't stay, then I'll feel guilty because people will think I don't support cancer.
Yeah, don't feel that way.
So it's not.
Feel
what
that
we
way.
realized several years ago, the committee, I've been a part of the committee for several years, and we would do it for 12 hours, and we realized that a lot of people would leave around 11 or midnight. They either had kids, they wanted to go home, they didn't want to stay at the football field all night. Some people would camp. But we just decided, you know, hey, if they're going to leave, let's just go ahead and do it 6 hours. Let's condense everything into that time and
make it a power pack 6 hours. And the thing about it is there's stuff out there for everyone. So not only are you going to learn about cancer, not only are you going to be able to take the survivors walks and honor the memory of your loved ones and everyone, there's going to be great food, there's going to be entertainment, there's games, there's something for everyone. But one of the things I think that people need to realize, so a lot of people go to Relay for Life and they're like, oh, well, you know, my sister was affected, my mom was affected, my grandma, and this person and that person, and we honor with our presence. However, we've got to realize, and I need people to go back and, you know, on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show, I have real conversation. So we've got to go back and realize that while your presence is great, your financial contributions is what makes the difference. Because cancer research, and if you think about even when you were in the midst of cancer or when your loved one was, extra funding or that check from the American Red Cross or the American Cancer Society or from anyone, even smaller groups, the local church, the local newspaper organization, to have that helped you. Talk to us about finances and how important it is in this season with the Clarendon County Relay for Life.
For Clarendon County especially, we are not showing the number of registered survivors. I don't know why, they're just not registered. So if you're a survivor in Clarendon County, please contact our office.
That's
We're
step
at
one.
230 East Boy Street. Call us 803-435-8422. Log on to Manning Live, but register.
And everybody's on Manning. Y'all all on Manning Live. Who doesn't go to Manning Live? Even the people that don't live there. Like, I don't live there no more. I'm on Manning Live all the time. I can tell you the latest updates and the headlines because that's what we do. But we need you to go there and we need you to be registered.
So that we can get our part from the American Cancer Society.
They have estimated that we, you know, out of 34,000 people in Clarendon County, we probably have 12 to 1,500 that have either been diagnosed with cancer, they're in remission, or they're dealing with it now, and we maybe have 300 people register per year. The thing that I would like to let survivors know is if they register, it is confidential. Leanne and I will not even have that information. It goes just to the American Cancer Society. People, they don't come door to door. They don't come bother you if you don't want to, you know, take advantage of the services they offer. You don't have to, but we need that registration because the funding we do get is based off of those registrations.
And it's access.
Yes.
And it's support. And my thing is that at the end of the day, everyone needs support when going through a crisis, when going through a situation. You want to be able to stand up and say, I'm a survivor, but you've got to go through the journey. And so therefore, you want to know that there are people that actually care, but we have to know your story.
Yes.
And we don't have to know it personally, but there's an organization out there that will be of a benefit to you, but we need to get you registered. And for those of you that are not even, here's my thing, you may not be have the diagnosis of cancer, but there may be someone in your family or your friends who does. Just go to them this morning and say, hey, have you registered with the American Cancer Society? Do they know? It just have a lot of valuable resources. Just trying to make sure that you have everything you need. Of course, you got me, but there's just so many other things that I don't even know about this that can help along the way. So Clarendon County Relay for Life is going to be held May 6th. That's that Friday night. Okay, and it's going to be held at Ramsey Stadium.
Yes.
Okay, come through, home of the Monarchs, okay? And it's going to be great games and great entertainment, but right now, we need teams.
I
We
need teams to register.
Okay.
Again, come by the Manning Times, call me or Bobby. If you go to manninglive.com right now, this
The
Sunday
information
morning,
is all there up.
Bobby has
It's all
posted this
there.
morning the information. You just click on the link. You can register a team that way. You only have to raise $100 per team to be considered a team. Come out there, set up a booth that night.
and every dollar
Help
counts.
us fight cancer.
Everything counts.
Every
Let me ask this question. If they set up a booth, like you were saying, set up a booth, are they able to set up a booth and sell stuff with all proceeds going to cancer?
Absolutely.
Yes,
So I
that is what
can
we
come
are
out with my
asking people.
fish fry. Well, maybe
Yes.
not my fish, because D had my, I don't know all the rules and stuff. But I can come out with something and sell
Yes,
something
yes.
and donate the proceeds to
Yes, sir.
cancer.
Yes.
Cancer research, and it's a common goal at end. Let me ask this real quick, because you all have dealt with people who have had cancer and seen it. What is just like one story that you just see how Relay for Life and how these projects like these have impacted or helped?
My favorite story is Miss Pat Fenners.
Pat Fenners.
She is head of our survivors in Clarendon County, and it has impacted her life. She's a 2-time survivor.
Yes.
Wow.
And
She
she
was
heads up the
diagnosed-
Salute
support
to you.
group.
17 years apart. She leads the survivor support group in Clarendon County. They
Wow.
meet the 4th Monday of the month at 6 p.m. at the Cypress Center in the Zone classroom, if anybody would like to go.
And that's next to the hospital.
Pat will tell you that from her first diagnosis to her second diagnosis, she herself can see what the money has done for research. It made her second time around so much easier. She had less downtime in the hospital. She had less recovery time when she got home. She said it's just a tremendous turnaround from what she went through 17 years before.
Wow, so see, that right there tells us it matters. I know that we have to go. Leanne, Robert, thank y'all so much. ManningLive.com. Go there now. Even if you're watching this post after, if you're watching it Sunday afternoon, Monday morning, whenever,
And
go there now.
Please go like our Facebook page. It is Clarendon County Relay for Life 2016. Search for
That's
it.
it, and it's never too late. They're taking sign-ups for new teams
Yes,
until
right
now, and
Until April. Like,
And all
Yeah.
we need is $100. You
Wanna
can
hear from you.
Easily get that, and I mean, even if you start now and just over time, you can get it. But we're fighting cancer. You guys will be back before the Relay Life happens. You will be back again.
Thank you.
We're going to do some more, and we're going to talk some more about cancer. And I'm also even going to bring a nurse on that can just talk in depth, and maybe even
That
a
will be
survivor as
awesome.
well.
Thank you.
But
Yes,
thank y'all
we love
so
it.
much for
Thank
what
you.
you're
Thank
doing.
you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Listen, keep it right here. My friends are here. I got more friends here. And matter of fact, we're going to be talking about a nursing school that's coming up and coming out, and it's actually already on the way. More is happening on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. You're getting lamped. Good morning.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Kennan and Graves is a proud sponsor of the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Located at 1837 Wilson Road in Newberry, Kennan and Graves has the perfect certified used car for you. Their extensive inventory has something in every price range, and they can get everyone financed, regardless of credit. All cars come with a warranty to give you the peace of mind you deserve. Come see Steve and Reggie and find your new car at Kennan and Graves.
Good morning. We're back here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, I'm always giving you great things that are happening. Job opportunities is here right now with my friend, Miss Keisha Hayes from Professional Development Training Services, PDTS. And we're talking about certified nursing assistants. And I want to, what's ironic, because we just had Robert and Leanne on here talking about cancer research and everything. How are you, my love?
I'm great.
Wonderful.
Thank
Wonderful. How
you.
are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling wonderful.
You look wonderful. You look great, honey. She got this good dress on, looking holy and sanctified this morning, huh? On her way to glory this morning on this good Sunday morning. Listen, talk to me real quick. PDTS, tell us a little bit about the services.
Professional Development and Training Services is a nurse aid training program. It is a 5-week course. It's 100 hours, 60 hours of classroom and theory, lab simulation, 40 hours of clinical rotation at a local nursing home.
Wow.
So when they come through, they get the hands-on training there in the lab, and they also get job readiness skills development professional, and they also get to be intact with people that are coming in to help them with mock interviews and so forth.
Now, how did you get involved in this? Like, involved in the school and actually opening a certified nursing, thinking about helping someone else give back to people through the health profession?
Well, I've been a director of resident services for many assisted living communities, as well as executive directors, and I found that one of the issues in those homes were retaining staff. And the staff would come in and they would be great caregivers, knowing the basic skills of how to care for someone, but they did not have the rapport and the team building skills with the families and the residents. So I wanted to create a school that could not only give them those basic skills, but also really emphasize on the job readiness skills, the professional etiquette, and those things that will make them stable in the workplace.
And it's so very important because what I think people don't realize is that a lot of times when you go to hospitals, nursing homes, in different places, the nurse comes in and sees you, the doctor comes and sees you, but the nursing assistant is the one who's constantly coming in. Or when you first page for someone, who does come to the room? The nursing assistant. So it's so important to have one. To that young lady who's sitting there right now, or that young man who's saying, you know what, I can't, I'm not qualified. What makes someone qualified to be able to come to your school and to go through the actual training course?
Well, that is a great question. In order to be qualified for professional development and training services, they would have to be 17 years of age or older.
Okay.
They do not have to have a GED or high school diploma. They will come in and pass a criminal background check, and then they will take the course. If they pass the criminal background check, they can come in. There are certain requirements as far as having misdemeanors or felonies on your background check, but we can work with some of those items so you have a second chance to start all over again.
So it's almost like rehabilitation, like that. And this is why I tell people, y'all know I always say that there's no reason for no one not to have a job.
Right.
There's no reason because there's so many opportunities out there. You just have to find out about them. So PDTS, Professional Development Training Services, is here with their certified nursing opportunity for, and then you are also able to help people who, once you get that nursing assistance, and let's say I want to go and get my associates in nursing, you know how to help lead and guide them to the next process.
Right.
Why is it so important? What is the importance of, because when we think about it, people just think, I want to be a nurse.
Right.
And they don't think about the first steps. Why is it important to start here at this role and with PDTS?
Starting here allows an individual to know if this is exactly the field that they want to be in. It is an entrance into the healthcare industry, and with a certified nursing assistant license, you can work in various settings, and so it will prepare you so when you become a nurse, then you already have the hands-on experience.
So the nursing home, the hospital, hospice, the doctor's office,
home care.
You can go anywhere and be able to work. Talk to us about the cost of the program and how people can actually get in contact with you.
You can go to the website at PDTSLLC.com.
That's all one?
That's all.
PDTS, www.pdtsllc.com, okay.
Yes. And then they can give me a call at 803-310-3525. And the cost of the program is $851. That includes a CPR class and the test exam fee.
And listen, as I always say, you've got to invest somewhere. Now, do you all offer like some type of tuition assistance payment plan or something like that? It's no excuse.
There are payment plans, and we also partner with South Carolina Works and Watery Community Action.
Wow. So shout out to all of the government agencies that are helping. We want to put people to work.
Right.
And Keisha Hayes is the lady to make it happen. So if you're thinking about a new career or additional certification, because this will be good for those who've retired already and are just looking for something extra to do. It will be a great opportunity for them. Listen, thank you so much. Once again, give them your phone number one more time.
803-310-3525.
Listen, it's about helping, it's about lending, it's about being there, about a new start and a new career in your life, and PDTS is able to help you do it. Keep it right here. More is happening on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Your coffee cups are up, your pinkies are out. You're getting lamped. Good morning.
The Jeffrey Lampkin. Somebody turn the lamp on.